Welcome back, everybody. It's a beautiful Saturday here in Newfoundland. Balmy 12 degrees. Okay, I'm exaggerating. What I will tell you is that I spent over 6 hours yesterday trying to cut my grass and whippersnip. That's going to stop. So let's have a look. I'm going to put in raised beds. I've got 2 downstairs I've got to build. I've got 3 more that I'm going to get my new friend Warwick to build for me. And I'm also going to put in a garden in the ground that will probably do garlic and things like that. So let's have a look. 6 hours of cutting grass is ridiculous. So here we go. In this area here, I'm going to get some of the trees cut from back there, and I will use those to frame the border so that everything is organic. This large grass area here will be the area that I put the ground bed in. And then over here, and yes, surprise, I've got a greenhouse going in. And over here is where I'm going to put the 3 raised beds. So they will go in out from the fence, enough so I can walk behind, and then I will cardboard the whole area. And again, I will use leftover tree trunks to outline it all so that no more grass cutting. And the trees that need to go are from that area back there, and particularly down there, and some of the evergreens in this area that need to be taken out as they go along the tree line. I'm going to keep the birches mostly, but even in this birch, for example, there's these pieces here and the inside, they're dead, they need to go, and some dead trees along here that need to be cut down, and that should open up the yard a little more. And so in this video, what you're going to see is the start of the building of all that. I can't do that in one day or in one video, but it will take me a little bit of time. I know it's August now, and I'm finally getting to building my garden. I should be able to still get some carrots, some Swedes, kale in before winter. My intent is to put some of those outside. They like frost, and to be honest, they actually taste better with a frost. Nice and sweet. As I go through the garden, here is a not to scale drawing of where everything is going to be. It might help as I'm describing what is happening through this video. There's a lot to build, and it will be a combination of food and pollinators. So yes, down here, I've started to clean all this out. And that, my friends, is goutweed all down in there, and I still have all of that I ran out of all kinds of battery and juice and stuff, so I want to cut that down. I want these trees here to be cut, and you can see over here a number of these trees are actually dead. So if they just get cut out, like the maple tree, which is just going to get huge, so I'm going to cut all of these out, and here, that'll give it some sun, and cut a number of these scrubby little evergreens down that are close to the lines. We'll get rid of all of that, and then in the spring I will get all of the scrub cut down back that way. It can just go natural. Yeah, so there's a fair amount just to get done. My garden bed here has grown quite well. It's got nice ferns in it. There's some plants that need to go, but by and large it's not doing too badly. I've got hydrangeas in there, peonies, and lots of nice ferns. So if this were to just fill up with some ferns, it would be great. And this area over here I want to cardboard the entire thing all the way to the fence. And if I this year only can get cardboard and chunks of wood down, multiple layers of it, it'll kill off goutweed, and I've also got prickly nettles, I think they're called. Don't touch them. They sting for days. So yeah, all along here. I had a camera malfunction and couldn't show that I was cutting the trees down, but I've started to get a good handle on it. Those are leftover wood bits. I will dig them in so they line the beds. You can see now that I've got 3 raised beds, just waiting for those to be completely installed. I broke the picnic table. We'll fix that. Take a walk through the fairy garden. It's coming along. It's got some plants. It's got some fairies. You've seen some of the lights. Need a little bit more soil. And then I can plant some edibles in there. Starting to use some of the tree trunks I've cut. Those are partridge berries that are outlined. That's a walkway. And yeah, I cut a bunch of this down and I can't move it. I broke my saw. So all of the goutweed has been cut right down, and I cut a lot of the stand of trees down. Unfortunately, they're too big to haul out, and my saw, I've completely broken, and the other one, the chain is really loose, so I need to figure out how to tighten that and oil it again so that the plan is to build another permaculture garden. Ultimately, probably take about 3 years before I start to see really good progress. But I should next year, if I set this up in the autumn really well, cut down all the trees, get all the paths and everything lined, get the beds filled with dirt, cover up the prickly nettle, stinging nettle, that's what it's called, which is what I've started to do here, and also along the fence where the goutweed is. I'm getting more cardboard. I'll just have to keep on top of cutting it down. But the intent is that I will start to produce a lot of food. Well, I'm going to end the video this week, but let me take you for a walk around. I'll tell you, Griff and Quilla are loving their little outdoor area. It's quick, it's easy, there's no leash. So, there's a big difference as you look at the pond. This is a beautiful garden bed this year. There's my first pile. But you can see all of the trees that have been cut. Big amounts. So this I will fill with dirt and mulch and plant wild strawberries in. There is my other bed. So I have cut down the grass as much as I can. So this year I won't do much with this grass area because it's new grass. But what I would like to do is plant it up with ferns and different things. There's the start of my wattle fence. Lots more to go. Another pile, more piles. And as we walk through, you'll see how much has been cut. And we left all these posts so that we could build the wattle fence all the way along here. There's nothing stronger than what's already there. So I'll be able to put all that in. Those are partridge berries growing over there, which I didn't know, and I killed a whole bunch. But now I will put some mulch all in here around all the partridge berries and they'll be okay. The fairy garden is coming along. More piles, they're taller than me. This is the area with the goutweed and the prickly whatever it's called. So I've started getting it covered. It's been a lot of work. Again, we cut down all the trees that were in here. So you can see there is completely unobstructed views of the pond now. couple people have commented that, oh, you're going to get snow blowing up there. It's winter, snow blows. And my intent in here, I've just been doing a ton of work, so I'm all sweaty again. My intent in here is to mulch it and not have any grass. I will take those horrible little barriers down too, but this will be all mulch and done, which will be exciting. And that's where the greenhouse is going to go, so that's pretty exciting. And I've got the 2 beds there, and just beyond those 2 beds is a big rock, and it's got big dips in it, so I'm going to fill it. I'll cover it with cardboard and then soil, and I'm going to plant asparagus and garlic up there. Hopefully that keeps any critters away, but yes, hopefully in a week or so I should have a greenhouse there. There is my first bed, getting ready to plant some turnips. I've just got to get some more compost in there, but yep, this will be all mulched as well. No more grass, and while there's no more grass, it's getting closer to permaculture. And you'll see I built a little house here on top of the stump for another little fairy. I've got a light that will hang there, so it'll be able to see the little fairies at night. But yeah, I think once this is all mulched, we're probably a few weeks away from that, but doing my best because the kitchen's coming up and I need to be able to not worry about outside and just focus. That's it for this week. It's been quite a bit of work. I'm tired, sore, bruised. Next week I'm hoping to show you a little bit more of the wattle fence. I'm going to strip some of that piles back from what it is today. So thanks and have a super week.